I never knew that feeding water to calves was such a controversial topic. Right now my milk taxi is filling with water to deliver to all of the bucket calves. All of the bucket calves have already had their milk and they're waiting on their water right now. When I'm feeding calves, the first thing I do is I deliver bottles of milk to the bottle calves. That's what's in my wagon down there. I make the round with my bottles. I then go back and get the taxi, bring the taxi out, deliver milk to all of the bucket calves, and then by the time I'm done feeding the bucket calves, the bottle calves are done and a little bit of time has elapsed, and then all of their milk bottles are switched out for a 3-quart bottle of water as well. Now these ones I did not switch because all of these calves are less than 2 days old. I just got them on the bottle holders. They will be offered warm water in their bottles tonight as well, because it's really kind of pointless if they aren't able to drink out of a bottle yet to try to be forcing them to drink water too when they don't even have the desire to be drinking milk. When a calf is drinking water, whether that water comes from a bottle or a bucket, water goes into the rumen, just the same as when she's eating grain goes into the rumen. When a calf is drinking milk, whether it be from a bottle or from a bucket, that goes into the abomasum. The esophageal groove directs it to go into the abomasum. So water goes into the rumen, milk goes into the abomasum. Calves need water. Water is essential. Water drives their need and their desire to want to go on to a feed source. And water is going to provide an environment for good bacteria in their rumen to be developing. When calves are born, they're kind of only functioning off of one true stomach compartment, which is the abomasum, which is most like our stomach. Okay, they need to develop through proper nutrition the rumen, and the rumen is the important compartment of the stomach that they are going to need when they're digesting more feedstuffs as they get older. In order for the rumen to ferment hay, grain, etc., there must be water for the bacteria to liberate, to proliferate, to grow, to do its thing. Now, I got quite a bit of hate online, people saying I was going to drown my calves because I was giving them water too soon, and that's not happening. The biology of these animals just amazes me, that the esophageal groove will close depending on if they are drinking milk or drinking water. Now, some people said oh, well, wait an hour and come back and give water. No, I don't want to do that. Do you know why? If I waited an hour, these calves are all going to be laying down, and they are not going to want to get back up to drink that water. When they are up and they are standing and they are aggressive, that's when they're going to be most likely to be consuming more water after milk. And water is so important. So I would rather be giving that water within 15 minutes that they drank their milk than coming back. And that's an appropriate amount of time for that esophageal groove to be making that transition. But it's so much more important that they get the water versus going without the water. Especially, we've been in the 90s, really high humidity for a while. They need to stay hydrated in addition to all of the good things that water does for their rumen development and that bacterial growth. So then once calves are a couple weeks old and they are drinking out of the bucket, then they are also going to have access to free choice water all day long. I have to deliver this water, yet it's still in my taxi, but these calves are going to get all their buckets filled. If they drink their bucket down, it's going to get refilled, and they're going to have water access all day long. So should you give water to your calves? Yes. Now, of course, in the winter, it gets a little bit trickier because you have to come back and dump buckets because they're going to freeze when it's cold enough during the winter. But we are still pushing water consumption year round. Of course, it's just easier in spring, summer, fall, whereas winter we have to have more challenges because of dealing with the cold weather.